How does one avoid the awkward family questions at holiday dinners? Family gatherings during the holidays can be a joyful time, but they often bring a barrage of awkward questions. From inquiries about your love life to probing into your career choices, these questions can make an already stressful season even more uncomfortable. Fortunately, there are ways to navigate these tricky conversations without losing your cool. First, it's important to recognize that these questions, though intrusive, usually come from a place of care or curiosity. Preparing yourself with polite but firm responses can help set boundaries while maintaining the holiday spirit. Whether it's changing the subject, giving brief answers, or setting some topics off limits beforehand, there are strategies to ensure your holiday dinner remains enjoyable and stress-free. Stick around as we explore these practical tips to keep the conversations light and your spirits high. Understanding the source of awkward questions. Holiday dinners are meant to be joyous occasions filled with laughter and cheer, but they can quickly become uncomfortable when certain questions are asked. Understanding why these questions arise can help us handle them better. Common types of awkward questions. During holiday dinners, it's common to encounter certain types of questions that may provoke discomfort. Here are some examples. 1. Relationship status. 2. Career choices. 3. Personal habits. 1. Are you seeing anyone special? 2. When are you getting married? 3. What do you do for a living? 4. When will you get a real job? 5. Have you gained weight? 6. How much did you spend on that? These questions can feel intrusive and may cause anxiety or frustration. Often, they come from a place of curiosity or concern, but they can still be challenging to navigate. Understanding the motivations behind these questions can make them easier to handle. Motivations behind awkward questions. 1. Curiosity. 2. Concern. 3. Cultural expectations. 1. Family members are naturally curious about how everyone is doing. 1. They might not realize that their questions could be uncomfortable. 2. Sometimes, questions stem from genuine concern. 2. An aunt asking about your job situation might truly be worried about your well-being. 3. In some cultures, asking about personal matters is a way to show interest and care. 3. It's seen as a way to maintain family bonds. Recognizing these motivations helps in understanding that most questions, even if they feel awkward, come from a place of love and interest. However, it's essential to set boundaries and guide conversations to more comfortable topics. Strategies for handling awkward questions. When faced with these questions, there are several strategies you can use. 1. Redirect the conversation. 2. Prepare responses. 3. Set boundaries. 1. Shift the focus to something else. 1. If asked about your relationship status, you could highlight a recent achievement or ask about the other person's life. 2. Having pre-planned responses can help. 2. You could respond to questions about your job with a general update and then divert the topic. 3. Politely but firmly let others know if certain topics are off limits. 3. For example, I'd rather not discuss my relationship right now. Let's talk about the holiday plans. By understanding where these questions come from and preparing yourself, you can navigate holiday dinners with more confidence and less stress. Preparation. Setting the stage for success. Attending family gatherings during the holidays can be mentally and emotionally taxing. The key to handling awkward family questions lies in being prepared. By setting the stage with proper preparation, you can feel more in control and enjoy the festive moments. Establishing personal boundaries. Setting boundaries with family members is essential. It helps to minimize stress and ensures you feel respected. Here are some tips on how you can communicate your boundaries before the gathering. 1. Be clear and direct. Before the event, have a conversation with your family. 1. Let them know what topics are off limits. 1. For example, you might say, "I'm really looking forward to seeing everyone, but I'd appreciate it if we could avoid discussing my job search." 2. Use I statements. Frame your boundaries in a way that centers on your feelings. 2. For instance, "I feel uncomfortable when we talk about my personal relationships, so I'd prefer if we didn't." 3. Set consequences. Politely let them know what will happen if the boundaries are crossed. 3. You could say, If the conversation turns to my finances, I may need to step away for a bit. 4. Practice self-respect. Respecting your own boundaries will help others respect them, too. 4. Stand firm and consistent in what you've established. Crafting your response plan. Having a response plan can help you feel more confident and in control. Here are ways to prepare. 1. Anticipate questions. Think about the usual questions that make you uncomfortable. 1. Write them down. 2. Prepare specific responses. Craft polite but firm responses. 2. For example, if asked about your relationship status, you might respond, "I'm focusing on other aspects of my life right now." 3. Use diversion techniques. Shift the conversation to a different topic. 3. For example, "I'm exploring new hobbies. Have you tried any new activities lately?" 4. Practice with a friend. Rehearse your responses with someone you trust. 4. This will help you feel more natural and confident when the moment arises. By setting personal boundaries and crafting a response plan, you can navigate the holiday gatherings with ease and enjoy the time with your family. Effective communication techniques. Navigating family gatherings during the holidays can be a bit of a minefield, especially when it comes to avoiding awkward questions. Luckily, there are some effective communication techniques that can help you steer conversations smoothly and keep the atmosphere positive. Let's look at 2 powerful methods: using humor and mastering the art of redirection. Using humor to diffuse tension. Humor can be a fantastic way to lighten the mood and diffuse any tension that arises from touchy topics. Imagine you're at the dinner table, and a relative brings up a controversial subject like politics or your love life. Instead of feeling cornered, you can use a light-hearted joke to change the tone of the conversation. For example, if someone asks you about your dating life, you might respond with, "I'm currently in a relationship with my career. It's pretty serious." This not only steers the conversation away from personal details but also adds a touch of humor that everyone can enjoy. Here are some easy-to-follow tips on using humor effectively. 1. Know your audience. Make sure your jokes are appropriate for the crowd. 2. Self-deprecating humor. Sometimes, making fun of yourself can break the ice without offending anyone. 3. Avoid sarcasm. It can easily be misunderstood and may come off as hurtful. Humor works as a deflector, breaking the cycle of negativity and shifting the focus to something less serious. It can make the dinner table a more enjoyable place for everyone. The art of redirection. Redirection is another valuable skill when it comes to avoiding those dreaded holiday dinner questions. This technique involves gently steering the conversation away from uncomfortable topics and towards something more engaging or lighthearted. Think of it like changing the channel on a TV when a boring show comes on. You just guide the conversation to a more interesting program. Here are some strategies for effective redirection. 1. Ask a question. Redirect the conversation by asking the person about something positive or neutral. 1. For example, "What fun plans do you have for the weekend?" 2. Find common ground. Shift the topic to something you know everyone enjoys discussing, like a popular TV show or a shared hobby. 3. Use a transition phrase. Phrases like "speaking of" or "that reminds me of" can help smoothly move the conversation to a new topic. By mastering the art of redirection, you can navigate around tricky questions with ease and keep conversations pleasant and enjoyable for everyone. So, whether you're using humor to diffuse tension or gently redirecting the conversation, these communication techniques can help you handle those awkward family questions with confidence and grace. Stay tuned for more tips on surviving holiday gatherings smoothly. Navigating specific scenarios. Navigating those tricky moments at family holiday dinners can be a real challenge. Questions about your love life and career often come up, creating potential awkwardness. Here's how to steer these conversations gracefully and maintain a comfortable atmosphere. When asked about your love life questions can be intrusive, but you can handle them without giving away too much personal info. Here are some ways to respond. 1. Keep it light and humorous. If someone asks, "Are you seeing anyone special?" you might say with a smile, "I'm in a committed relationship with my future self." 2. Steer the conversation away. Redirect the focus by saying, "Oh, that's not too interesting. How's work for you?" 2. This shows that you're not comfortable sharing and shifts the attention back to them. 3. Be upfront but kind. Politely assert your privacy by saying, "I appreciate your interest, but I'd rather not talk about my personal life right now." 3. This sets a clear boundary without sounding rude. Navigating questions about your relationship doesn't have to be stressful. By using these techniques, you can keep the mood light and avoid unnecessary prying. Addressing career and financial questions. Discussing your career and finances can also be uncomfortable, especially if things aren't exactly going as planned. Here's how to navigate these questions. 1. Generalize your answers. If asked, "How's your job going?" you can respond with something like, "It's going well, keeping me busy." 1. This gives enough information to satisfy curiosity without revealing too much. 2. Highlight the positive aspects. Focus on what you enjoy about your job. 2. I've been working on some interesting projects lately, which has been rewarding. 3. Redirect gracefully. If pressed further, you could say, "I'm focusing on some personal goals at the moment." How about you? Any exciting news at your end? 3. This keeps the conversation friendly and shifts the focus away from you. When family members inquire about your professional life, these strategies can help maintain your privacy while keeping the conversation amicable. By employing these strategies, you can navigate even the most difficult questions with ease and maintain a pleasant holiday atmosphere. Post-dinner strategies. You've made it through another holiday dinner packed with awkward questions and maybe a few tense moments. Now comes the time to decompress and prepare for future gatherings. Let's break down some simple strategies to help you relax and improve future family interactions. Reflecting on the experience. Taking time to reflect on your holiday dinner experience can help you understand what went well and what didn't. Think of it like a post-game analysis in sports. You wouldn't skip it if you wanted to get better, would you? 1. Process your feelings. Sit down and think about how the dinner made you feel. 1. Did certain questions bother you? 1. Did any family interactions make you feel uncomfortable? 1. It's important to recognize and validate these feelings. 2. Identify triggers. Pinpoint what specific topics or situations triggered your discomfort. 2. This can help you prepare better for next time. 3. Discuss with a friend or therapist. Sharing your thoughts with someone else can provide new perspectives. 3. Sometimes talking it out can make things clearer and provide different strategies to cope. Planning for future gatherings. Now that you've reflected, it's time to plan for the future. Just like planning for a big project, preparation can make a significant difference in your experience. 1. Set boundaries ahead of time. Think about what questions or topics you want to avoid and consider communicating these boundaries to your family in advance. 1. It's perfectly okay to let them know certain topics are off limits. 2. Prepare responses. Having a few pre-prepared responses can help you navigate tricky conversations effortlessly. 2. For example, if you are asked about your dating life, you might respond with, "I'm focusing on myself right now," and redirect the conversation. 3. Practice self-care. Ensure you've scheduled some self-care activities before and after the gathering. 3. This could include anything from a relaxing bath, a favorite hobby, or a quiet walk. 3. Taking care of yourself ensures you're in the best state of mind to handle any situation. 4. Lean on allies. Identify any family members or friends who understand your feelings and can offer support during the gathering. 4. Having an ally can make you feel less alone in dealing with discomfort. By reflecting on your experiences and planning for future gatherings, you can transform these potentially awkward dinners into more manageable and even enjoyable events. Remember, it's all about staying proactive and taking care of yourself first. Conclusion. Family gatherings can be a mix of joy and tension. Embrace your family dynamics, but use these strategies to keep conversations smooth. Redirecting awkward questions effectively can save the occasion. Shift the topic to light, engaging subjects. Prepare responses in advance to manage tricky inquiries gracefully. Set boundaries and communicate them clearly, ensuring a comfortable environment for all. Practice empathy and patience, remembering that the intent behind most questions is often benign. By staying calm and focused, you can navigate holiday dinners with ease and enjoy the time with loved ones.